All right, guys, well, I'm back today with another Amazon deal alert video, and I've been digging through and finding some stuff. And on top of that, companies are taking notice and creating discounts up to 50% off in this particular video exclusively for you guys. That's why you want to make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a lot of these deals. And I have a feeling some of these are going to sell out insanely fast, so you may want to jump on them. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm always reviewing high value and budget items that actually work. And if you're coming back for seconds, guys, be careful. Warning, this video may cause you to spend way too much of your money and defrost your credit card, but let's dig right in, starting with that 50% off deal that GTK sent over to the channel. Now, this is a knife company that I've been actually purchasing originally. They saw the videos and decided they would send me some of the new knives and create exclusive discount codes for my viewers. And this guy right here is a massive chopper, the GTK5, featuring AUS-10 steel, FRN handles, full tang design, and an FRN sheath with a locking clip on the back. Two color variations available, the FDE or brown that you see here, as well as the black. Now, these generally sell for $40, and with AUS-10 steel, that is a great price, especially the full tang design. Great for batoning wood, survival applications, bug out bag, the list goes on. This is 50% off at $19.99. There is a redeemable 50% off code on the link in the description below. Head over there and grab it if you're interested. But a full tang AUS-10 knife with these specs and features, that's insane for $20. I mean, very, very good deal. Another GTK knife deal that they've launched is the GTK 107. Now, this is a fixed blade, and this is a double-edged claw knife with a textured G10 handle. This one features D2 steel, a Kydex sheath with a inside the waistband clip for personal defense, and these little guys are freaking awesome. You can flip them around, carry them inside the waistband for defensive purposes, or if you're like me, I've never had to defend myself with a knife, but I've had to open Amazon packages, and these work wonders. Rip it open the top, even these bubble packages right here, you can cut along the sides, and it's just cool. And when you pull this out to open a package, you might turn some heads. The green and the red are on sale for 50% off. These generally sell for $24.99. After the 50% off, you're looking at $12.50 on that guy. So a smoking deal right there. Another deal that I want to discuss is something that I saw pop up on Amazon, so I actually purchased it myself. Now, this looks like a pen, but it's actually a 13-in-1 multi-bit screwdriver set, and I love the elegance of this. Perfect for an EDC pack, slide in your pocket, just very nice to have this in a lot of different, maybe a backpack or something, to have a lot of those smaller tools. You actually pull out the inner chamber, and it's got a ton of different bits. If you're into knives like me, this one's got some of the smaller T6s and T8s. They also have two different versions, Type A and Type B. Type A is going to have like Phillips head and flat heads, and I think Type B is going to have a lot of those Torx bits. The blue or the tan, or whatever this color is, the gray, they went out of stock pretty quick, but the black, that one is on sale as well. These generally sell for $15.99. They were on sale for $8.49, and now they're 41% off at $4.99. They also have this rotating back piece, so when you're threading it in, you can palm that, and it's very comfortable. The clip is removable if you want a more simple carry in an EDC pack. So for $4.99, love these micro screwdrivers and love the innovation of what companies are doing. The next deal is going to be a flashlight deal. Now, this little guy is freaking awesome, and this is one of those limited time deals that has a ticker on Amazon, and once it gets 100% sold out, it goes back up in price, and right now at the time of filming, it's 40% claimed. Now, when I purchased it, it was about 30% claimed, so it seems like it's running a little slow, I think, until this video posts, and then it's going to be gone. This is $16.99, USB-C rechargeable, IPX4 waterproof, rated 400 lumens, double-click to turn it on. Click through the modes, so high, medium, and low, and it just cycles through. You double click to turn it off. You can long press to go into the turbo mode or the 400 lumen high, so it's not going to accidentally be clicked once and turn on in your pocket. That's what I love about keychain lights. But you can long press, very simple to use, kind of look around while you're walking to your car, let go. Also, when it's on, when you double click it to turn it on, you long press to go to the side mode. Now, you're going to have the white ambient light. You're going to have a UV light, and this UV light flashlight is insanely powerful in this little setup. Perfect for detecting counterfeit money if you're on Facebook Marketplace, or detecting scorpions if you're out west, phosphorescing gemstones, antique glass with uranium in it, all kinds of things, stains in a hotel room. There's plenty of reasons to have a UV light, a nice red light if you're walking around, and since the housing is clear, it illuminates the entire housing. And then the red flashing. So if you're walking back at night somewhere, riding a bike, you can clip this on your backpack, or in an emergency situation, you can use it as an alert strobe. So love this little guy right here. Generally sells for $16.99. And I think it's worth every penny of that. It's actually on sale right now for 36% off at $10.83. Don't click away yet, because there's so many more good deals. The next one is from my own knife company, 704 Gear. Now, what we are looking at is the 704 Gear Sliver. Coated D2 steel, G10 handles, completely reversible deep carry pocket clip. And this is a gentleman style folder available in FDE, green and black. And they generally sell for $30. I've had more requests to put this knife on sale on Amazon than anything recently, and especially the FDE color variation. So we dropped the FDE price down to $19.99 at 33% off. This one has 51 Amazon reviews at 4.7 stars. Great knife for $20, especially when you start thinking about this as a holistic approach to an EDC kit, or packing out a little mini EDC bag or something like that. You get the screwdriver, the light, the very thin knife, and a few other things which we'll talk about in a second. But again, all of those Amazon links will be in the description below. If you're looking at this guy right here, this recently popped up on my Amazon feed. Let me know if you guys have seen this in the description below, as well as just throwing a bunch of comments so we can shove this in the algo. You guys know the drill. This was a 2-pack of flat flashlights, and flat flashlights are becoming ever popular, and a lot of companies are creating them, and honestly, a lot of them aren't that great, and this one looked like it had the potential to be awesome, especially at the price. $70 for a 2-pack, which makes them $35 a piece. But for some crazy reason, these guys are down to $39.99, 43% off for a 2-pack. So less than, or just a touch less than $20 a piece, and you have to buy them as a 2-pack. So you have the sidebar light, which cycles through the modes. And then we have the front light, which is the standard light. And then you can click to cycle through the modes as well. And then once it's on, you can long press and go to a UV light as well. This one is an insanely powerful UV light. Again, Facebook Marketplace, if you're trading around things and you're dealing with large quantities of cash, this becomes invaluable. Or if you're checking IDs, if you're trying to see if IDs are real, if you're in law enforcement, or you're a bouncer, or you're just a gas station attendant, that's pretty cool right there. So that top button turns on the light, whether it's UV or white light, whatever you use last, it remembers. It's got an LCD screen that reads out the battery life. You long press to cycle to the other one, and then there you can cycle through the modes. Now, there's no skipping modes. The user interface is very basic on this one. You just turn it on, and you have to click through. Not in love with that, but again, lights with these specs and features generally go for well over $60 a piece, sometimes $100 a piece, not 20. So I can live with it. That second button turns on the side light, high, low. Then you've got this kind of gradient color right here. So if you're walking or something, you can clip that on. Then it's got the red flashing, same right there, and then it just turns off. So again, you can cycle through the modes. This one also has a magnetic base. If you wanted to use it as a work light, it works really well. Now this is coming across on camera as a little bit like purple hue to it. There is a very, very slight blue hue to the ambient light, but not as noticeable as it is on camera. Just something to consider. And again, you get 2 of them in the package. USB-C recharging, 9-mode flashlights. Pretty darn cool if you ask me. Now the next deal I want to talk about is this little guy right here. One of these ratcheting wrenches. It's a 23-piece set. You get the little drives inside the box itself. You can pop them out of there, put them in, and then you've got a ratcheting. Then you can clip this the other way and then ratchet the other way. And then what I love is you can put this bit with a magnetic holder and then use it as a standard screwdriver. So very convenient, very nice little screwdriver setup. And again, it lends back to that kind of like EDC kit. So you can run your full-size bits, your ratcheting set. You can also run a 1/4-inch drive right there off of that, or some of the larger Torx bits or Phillips head bits. Ton of information and ton of options right there. And I saved this one till last. So you guys who are dedicated deal followers, this one was sent over by a viewer. This Shrade knife right here, the girder folding pocket knife. This thing is a freaking tank. This is a frame lock massive beast. And when you feel this knife, you're like, man, that's gotta be expensive. This one actually features, I believe, AUS 8 steel. It's got ball bearing handles, frame lock design. Love the action on this knife. And this thing is a hoss. Tip down carry, so you don't have to worry about left or right opening up in your pocket. And this reminds me of some of those like crazy Strider knives and things like that, but the lockup is rock solid on this thing. Blade centering is pretty darn good. These generally sell for, I think, $30 to $40. For some reason, this Amazon listing, I think, got a couple of bad reviews. And so to clearance out this one or just to delete the listing and get rid of it, Shrade has just blown this out of the water. Direct from the Shrade store, this is $7.60. Yeah. It's insane. I think they're just clearancing out either this model or they're blowing out this listing because it got a couple of bad reviews. Is it the most ergonomic pocket knife in the world? No. Is it like the best pocket knife in the world? No. But this is worth every bit of 30, 40 bucks, let alone $7.60. This one's going to go quick. So all of the linking and info will be in the description below. You guys know the drill. Let's absolutely push this in the algo, shove it in the algo, leave a comment, share it with your buddies in the group chat. And the more views these get, the more companies reach out to me like GTKII, and the more viewers reach out to me with deals, the bigger these things get. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.